Hey guys. All right, yeah, checking out this property today. Looks good. This is the neighborhood. It's snowing, as you can see. But yeah, work doesn't stop. Work does not stop. So let's go take a look of how it looks inside. Hey everybody. Okay, so this is in Canada. This is in Canada in Leduc. Okay, let's see if these keys work. All right. There you go. So, turn on the lights. Shoes. All right, let's take a look. Nice. Okay, I'll look at the garage later. But yeah, guys, so this is the property. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. 3-bedroom property. It's gonna be a good rental. As you can see, it's got a fireplace, gas fireplace right there. This is the backyard right here. It's all about making money, guys. It's all about making money. Right? You buy assets. Those assets make your money. And then you take that passive income from your assets, and then you can buy your liabilities, your cars and all that stuff, right? So this is what I do. This is what I do. So you got, see the staircase, you got some lights right there. Tell me what you think, guys. Tell me what you think of the house. Do you think it'll make a good rental? Would you rent this property, guys? Would you rent this property? Would you rent from me? Would you rent from me? That's a question. Look at the staircase, guys. This is amazing. No, I'm not renting per room. I'm renting it as a 3-bedroom house. 3-bedroom house. See, nice floors, nice fixtures. Yeah, so let's go into the master bedroom. Let's go take a look at the master bedroom. Nice, got a closet right in here. Turn on the lights, so that's the closet right there. And then you got your shower, your bathroom. Turn on the lights, guys. Look at that. Look at that, guys. That's the shower in the master bedroom. Look at that. Boom. Pretty big enough. Right? Isn't it difficult renting a whole house? No, it's not, John. It's not difficult. It depends on the location, right? Location is very important. So in this location, it's not difficult. You get families to come and rent. Only families can rent this type of houses. Let's see. It's got new appliances, as you can see. New fridge, double-door fridge. Pantry. Keep the questions coming, guys. If you have any questions, put the question in the comment section there, and I should be able to answer you guys. So new appliances. It's got a half bath down here, right there. Boom. Yeah. So that's the house, guys. Let's see. Someone is asking something. Correct. Love those. Perfect. Washer and dryer right here. So we're gonna connect these and get before the tenants come in. Is that a new build? Yes, that's a new build. That's a new build. And entrance door right there, and that's the neighborhood. So let me just turn the camera. Let's see. Okay. Let's see the questions. Taxes about $200. Garage. The garage is blocked, guys. It's blocked by the machines, and I don't wanna. It's blocked here. Okay, let me see if I can move there. Let me see if I'm able to do that. They were trying to connect them here. Let's see if I'm able to do that. Just hold on. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. I'll show you guys some other time. Okay, let's look at the questions. All right, let's say I am first-time buyer. Okay, let me just put the camera right here, sorry. Put the camera right here, and then let me turn it to face me. All right. And then I'll look at the questions. All right, so question. Okay, let's say I'm a first-time home buyer. Can I apply for a FHA loan and buy a duplex and rent the bottom part? Would that be a good idea? Excellent idea. You can actually do that as long as you live in the property, right? Whether you're living upstairs or you're living downstairs, you should be able to do that. Okay, someone is asking, is the rental, what's the rent for the month? It's about 2200, 2300 a month for something like this. John is saying, which city are you in? I am in Edmonton right now. Basement, is the basement finished? All right, let's see. I'll show you guys what the basement looks like. Yes, if you're looking at renting out a basement suite, it has to have its own independent entrance, so that you don't, the tenants don't get into each other's way. Yeah, let me see if there's any other question there. So yeah, feel free to ask questions, guys. So as I was saying, this is what I do. I don't come live as often, but I hope to do that. But yeah, this is what I do, guys. Buy cash flowing assets and rent them out, to tenants. Make that cash flow, and then from that cash flow, I get to pretty much, enjoy my life, enjoy our life as a family. And let me see. Okay, let me take you guys to the basement. Okay. All right, let's go to the basement. So as you can see, the basement is not finished. Actually, I think I'll need to wear my shoes. Let me wear my shoes and I'll take you guys to the basement. Any more other questions? Go ahead, guys. Take the opportunity to ask questions. What is the house price? This house was 390,000. Okay, let's go see. Let me take you guys in the basement. Okay. So this is the basement. As you can see, this is the mechanical room. See if there's any light somewhere. So mechanical room right here. So this basement here is going to be a suite as well. Recommend to start into the real estate investing. Like Toronto prices are high, so where do you recommend to start? Okay, so it depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for cash flow? Are you looking for appreciation? Are you looking to hold for a long time? So let me know. Are you looking for appreciation? Are you looking for cash flow? Yeah, sorry, the video paused there. So let me know what you want to do. All right. All right. I'm gonna be leaving soon, guys. Just wanted you guys to see what I do, some of the things that I do, some of the properties that I work with. So, thank you so much for coming and asking questions. You're looking for cash flow. All right, John. So if you're looking for cash flow and you're in Toronto, most probably you're not going to get the cash flow because Toronto is very expensive. You want to make money over there in terms of cash flow. So you want to look at markets where you can make cash flow. And some of the markets that you can make cash flow are in Edmonton. In Edmonton, for example, you can get a up-down bungalow with a basement suite for about 200 to 350,000, right? Where you can put tenants in there up and down and make 400, 500, or even $600 depending on the location that you have the property in. So Edmonton will be one market. And then if you want, you can even go up north as well. Up north, like where we started in Yellowknife, right? Yellowknife is a lot of actually properties that you can get cash flow from. I remember one of the 3 or 4 townhouses and condos that we sold last year. I think one was making $700 cash flow, another one was making about $900 cash flow, and another one was making about $600 cash flow, right? And these are just like a condo and 2 townhouses, right? So, and then for, when we get into the houses, individual houses, one of our properties that we started investing in real estate with was a bungalow. It was an up-down bungalow, 4-bedroom bungalow, but we changed it to a 7-bedroom bungalow. And then with this one, we sort of like rented it per room. So, and rooms average about $900 per month in Yellowknife. So that house actually cash flows close to $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month. And if you look at it, it's like someone else's paycheck, right? Per month, a month paycheck for someone just on cash flow on one house, right? So it just depends on where you want to go, how much money you want to spend. And yeah, someone is asking, okay, let me go up there. Sorry guys, let me go. Okay, so cash flow, who manages the property? Okay. So you can get a property manager, right? So when you are getting these properties, you want to make sure that in your calculations, you always put aside money for a property manager. If you choose to do it yourself, then you pay yourself that percentage, right? But most of all the time, because the whole idea of getting into property is to be a passive investor where you basically have a property manager, and you just get cash flow every single month. So make sure you put that money aside for property management, okay? Yeah, so your question, you can manage the property yourself or you can give it to a property manager. But in the long run, you don't want to manage it. You want to give it to a property manager. Would you invest in Florida? Definitely I would invest in Florida, but right now I'm not in Florida. I'm in Ohio and Arizona in the States. So it's a market that I'm interested in taking to take a look and see what's going on over there. But yeah. You're welcome, Ronnie. If you have any more questions, let me know. And for those who don't know anything about real estate investing, you can start by, you don't know what it is, but then you want to learn about real estate investing and to know if it's an industry that you'd like to get into. So I'll suggest that you get our book. Our book, You Can Save Your Way to Wealth. It's on Amazon. It was a bestseller in 7 countries when it launched on the 19th of November. So go get that book on Amazon, read it. And then after reading it, if you think that real estate is still for you, then you can go ahead, and get into real estate investing. Okay, someone is asking, down payment, more than 20% to avoid mortgage insurance. Yes, so it just depends on what you're trying to do, right? Some people don't have the 20%. You have to understand, when you don't have the 20%, like for example, in Canada here, you can put up to the minimum you can put on a property, on a primary residence property that has a suite is 5%, right? So you can take advantage of that, put 5% down, get something like this that has a basement suite. Then you can live upstairs or downstairs, but whatever you choose, let's say you live downstairs and then you can rent out the upstairs. And that's basically what we call the mortgage helper, right? You got a mortgage helper. You're not fully paying the mortgage yourself. You got someone else who's helping you to pay the mortgage. All right. Okay. All right. Perfect. So yeah. So as I was saying, if you don't know if you want to get into real estate, if you don't know what real estate is, go get our book. You can save your way to wealth. It's on Amazon. And in that book, we actually talk about the horror stories that we have faced that has made us back then question if we wanted to do real estate as a full-time, if we wanted to continue with real estate investing. So with those horror stories, that will make you like think if you really want to get into real estate or not. But trust me, real estate is an amazing industry you can get into, especially if you're an investor, because you're buying these properties, that you can pass, for your kids, for a future generation and stuff like that. You're building generational wealth, guys. And the whole idea is to hold for a long time, There's people who do flips and stuff like that. That's active income, right? You're constantly working. But if you want to really build wealth, you have to hold these properties for a while, for a long time. All right. John is saying, I'm getting the book today. Perfect, John. Go ahead and get the book today. And if you still have questions, if you need any, clarification or whatever, or you need maybe mentorship, right? Whatever, so just send me a DM and then we can talk more on how we can move forward with that. But yeah, cool. This was an amazing live because I got a lot of questions. And that's what I want, guys. I need you guys to ask so many questions so that we can educate you guys on how to build generational wealth, how to make money with real estate, how to not use your working income to buy that Range Rover, right? How not to use your working income to go and buy a BMW and buy all these liabilities, right? We want you guys to use your passive income to do that, right? Money that will always come, money that you're making while you're sleeping, right? The whole idea is not to work for your time, right? The whole idea is not to buy time, right? You're not working, and stuff like that, right? The whole idea is to sleep and make money. During the day, also make money. The whole idea is to make money 24/7. When you lose your job, you still have your Range Rover, right? When you lose your job, you still, enjoy your lifestyle. And that's the whole idea. You don't want to lose your job and then you lose your car, you lose, your house, because you bought a house that does not have a suite, that doesn't have a mortgage helper. You want a house that has a mortgage helper, right? That can help you, right? In times like this, right now, in the times that we're in right now, right? If you own a single family home with no tenants, with no basement suite or, any tenants that helping you, you are sort of like in trouble. I mean, if you lose your job and stuff like that, right? But again, it's not the end, because you can even rent out your rooms as well. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, you can put your rooms up. If it's a 3-bedroom house, you can rent out the two bedrooms on Airbnb, make money that way. You can do rentals where you can rent per room, right? $900 per month per room or $600. But the whole idea is to just get someone to help you with paying the bills and the mortgage, and then you take that money and save it, right? You save the money so that you can go and buy another property. Okay, let's see. How is the Maserati going so far? Hey, the Maserati is good. The Maserati is an amazing car. It's an amazing car. But I still love my Range Rover. How difficult is for a foreigner in Canada to start property investing? I would say it depends. It depends, right? If you're a foreigner, what do you mean? Do you have a PR? Do you have a permanent residency, or you're just someone here for school? Do you have a working permit? Like, are you working or not? Because everything depends, right? But for us, for example, when we invested, let's say in the UK, or when we're investing right now in the US, for you to get someone to lend you money, for you to get a bank to lend you money, you need to put down 30% down. So you can imagine, right? If you're buying a house that's $100,000, you need to put down $30,000, right? So you have to have that money, right? And then you gotta think, like, are you gonna renovate this property? Are you gonna do the BRRRR strategy, right? The buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. Are you gonna do that? If you're gonna do that, then you gotta have an extra $20,000 so that you can get in there, get the property, do the renovations, and then get it reappraised. Once the property is reappraised, then you can refinance, right? You can cash out, right? And then you can take, the money that you used to go in there, and then some of it, some of the profits, and then you go and do it again. And then, you do it again and again and again until you have so many properties that make, a lot of cash flow. Okay, so Rue says work permit. All right, so if you have a work permit, if you're in Canada, if you have a work permit, I would suggest that you basically talk to your bank, okay? Because I'm getting a call here. I'll answer it later. So call your bank, tell them your situation. You're a foreigner here and you're on a worker's payment, so you're allowed to work in Canada and you'd like to buy a property. When you tell them your situation, they will be able to advise you accordingly. And I'm pretty sure you should be able to put down something that's less than 20% on your first property. And if you're in Canada, if you got your less than 20%, and then you want to make sure that, I don't know, if you're full-time, you didn't lose your job and all that stuff, you got your pay stubs, you should be able to get a property. But whatever property that you get, if you're in Canada, make sure you get a property that has a mortgage helper, right? That has 2 suites, okay? It has a basement that you can put tenants with their own entrance and all that stuff, and the upstairs. Then you can decide. If you're single, you live downstairs with the 1 bedroom, and then you rent out the top, right? The 3 bedroom, and then you make more money that way, right? Let's see. Questions. Okay. Student visa. If you have a student visa, again, I think if you have a student visa, you have to put 20% down. I think you have to put 20% down. But again, don't quote me on that. Call the bank, ask them, tell them your situation. You're a student, you got a student visa, and you like to buy a property. What's the process? How do they lend you, right? How do you get a mortgage? They'll let you know. And then someone is asking, closing costs in Edmonton are high. Not really. Closing costs are between $1,000 to $2,000, right? On single family homes. Now, there's a difference of single family homes and apartment buildings where you're buying, 6 units or more, 6, 15, 16, 20, 12, and all that stuff. So that's a different market altogether. But for single family homes, for everybody who's starting, it should be between $1,000 to $2,000, okay? Okay, let's see. Zeb, Airbnb in Edmonton, is it good? Because in Ontario they have limited it. Yes. We actually have a student that we mentored last year, and basically when he got a property just like this one, the one that we have here, he had a basement suite. So him and his family occupied the top part, and then in the basement suite they are doing Airbnb. And for those who know Airbnb, you can actually, these special badges they give you, right? Like special privileges, whatever. So he actually started, I think when he listed, he was contemplating on putting a full-time tenant or getting to Airbnb. So he ended up deciding, getting into Airbnb, and, we're back and forth on, how he can improve it, how he can make his unit better and stuff like that. And I mean, the first time he listed it, it was fully booked that was back in July. His place was booked, and till today is still getting booked. All right. He's even a super host right now. He's a super host on Airbnb in Edmonton. So if you're in Edmonton and if you want to do Airbnb, you can do it, right? But you just have to get a license, a city license to do that, a business license to do that. All right. Let's see if there's any other questions here. How do you choose good locations in cities? All right. Hey, good questions. I like this. Good questions. All right, so you want to make sure, for you to choose a good city and a good location, you want to make sure that you're getting into a city where it's not like a one industry city. Like for example, for those who are in Canada, Fort McMurray, right? Fort McMurray is all about oil, right? So if the oil shuts down for whatever reason, guess what? Everybody leaves Fort McMurray, right? Because it's just a one industry, a city. So if you have a property in Fort McMurray, guess what? You're gonna lose you're gonna lose your tenant, because your tenant has no job. Your tenant has to leave and go elsewhere to look for a job. So you want to make sure that you're not going to cities that are just, one industry cities. You want to look at cities that have multiple industries that support the city, right? You want to look at cities where people want to go to You know, you see the trend. People are just going somewhere, like a specific city. That's a good trend, right? Because you know that these people are going to rent your place and the like. So those are the two that I can tell you right now. But there's a lot of other things that you can take a look at in order to choose a market to invest in. Okay, another question: how do you post the rental? Facebook Marketplace. All right, so there's many places where you can post your rentals, right? You can do that on Facebook Marketplace. You can do that on independent sites. Some of these sites you need to pay for you to list your property. If you're in Canada, there's a website called Rent Faster. So you can, you know, probably it's in Alberta. You can post your property there for rent. You can even post your property on Kijiji and, you know, multiple places, but some of the places you'd have to pay to list there. LLC or personal mortgage. Hey, so are you asking me, are you in the United States or are you in Canada? Let me know. It depends. You know, personal is if you're not planning on renting the property. If you're in the United States, for example, you know, personal, if you're not planning to rent the place out, it's just you're going on vacation, whenever you want, that's awesome. But if you're trying to do this as a business, then you gotta buy it under an LLC. And the reason is, you know, liability. You know, you don't want to be liable because, for example, people in the United States, they love to sue a lot. They sue. So if someone gets to, you know, fall, you know, buy your property and stuff like that, he's suing you. So you want to make sure that you're well protected, and the LLC helps, you know, in that. All right. All right. So you're in Mississauga. So yeah. So if you're in Mississauga, Ontario, most places you're not making money. If you're in real estate, if you're trying to buy now, most of the places is speculation, right? That the prices are gonna go up and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure there is some places where you can get in Ontario, but I'm pretty sure those places are pretty small, like small locations or small cities, right? Where you can do that. Can you wholesale houses in Canada from foreign countries virtually? You can definitely do that. You just have to partner with people on the ground, right? Just like you just have to be open-minded. You have to do your research, who's doing what, talk to them, partner with someone on the ground, and start making money with the person. So, yeah. All right, I think I've exhausted all the questions, guys. If you have more questions, send them in my DM. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, what real estate is, go get my book on Amazon. You can't save your way to wealth. If you don't know where to get Amazon, just go on my profile, on my bio, click on the link, and then you can just click on You Can't Save Your Way to Wealth, and then you can buy the book over there. All right, awesome, guys. I think today was awesome. I got to answer all your guys' questions, and I got to come live as well. So thank you for watching, and I think I'll end it here for today. All right. So if you have any other questions, please don't forget to DM me. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead and buy the book. All right. Take care, guys.